7. I will be realigning my solar panels so that this clear sky, hopefully today I can collect more than 3 bars of power, and if I can't, I will be using the van over there. Just a quick thing about how I'm handling stuff here. This is my outdoor kitchen, and I wash dishes the way I do when I'm camping. Good morning, Jolene. Where have you been? You have been out in the mud. So I've had people asking how high up it came, and I think probably this is where I started scraping down, so this will have to be all donating his time, and he has cleaned a lot of this out. He was able to recover some of his landscape fabric, underlayment really. It's much heavier than landscape fabric, and scraped all the way down here. He said he'd come back with a tractor because there's a lot of pea gravel under here, and I hope as it rains and stuff I will see my pretty gravel again. Yeah, this, look what he got here. Scooped a little low on that, but he was able to unroll this bridge washed out. It goes to, maybe 7 or 8 houses, and and Dave from over in Love Valley graciously came over, and Dave, bless his heart, got down on the ground and raked out from under my van. I actually have 2 complete garden boxes. There's one that hasn't shown up yet, but frankly, I don't know that I have enough sun to even make them worthwhile if I can't put them on the deck. I've got 2 up there on the deck. One is just bursting over with parsley and thyme. Down here I'm starting to expose the rocks that got covered up with stuff, and this was a big dip because I had to dig a new water line back when I was trying to get my CO for the house, and this whole strip across here had sunk and become quite a dip. You can kind of see where it still goes down. Now the silt did a great job of kind of filling that dip up, which I'm really pleased about. So I had dug all the rocks up in the summer, waiting for weather to cool, and where I had filled in the ditch with dirt out from under the carport. Then, of course, the flood washed all that loose dirt away and left me with another hole, but also left me with tons of sand to fill back in again. I'm actually having to dig more rocks up as I get to it, because I'm intentionally making this a little higher, knowing that when I drive my car on here, it's going to sink some and settle because the sand is sand. So that is kind of a main project for me right now, even though it may seem petty compared to other things. But once I get this filled in and cleaned off, then I can pull my car in here and make room for what I need to do out here. Over here under the carport, he dug all of that out from under. This, Linda and Dave just were workhorses. So while Dave was doing that, Linda and I were collecting firewood and my pallets and pulling out debris out from under the house. We collected up a lot of my roofing tin, which is piled up over here. And I have another friend, James, who is from Charleston, and he has a friend that is coming up here to do volunteer work. So I'm really excited that they are going to, apparently this guy is a grading whiz, and he's going to come out here and assess what we need to do. James is a gold miner, and he has gold sifting equipment that will actually wash all of this gravel off for me, and he's offered to come and wash my gravel. That will be an incredible gift. While I'm in charge of the fire hose for a little bit, we give it across the property. And I think it's washed out about as much as we can do there, and maybe I can come along with my hose and try and clean it. Almost looks normal. And there's a lane over here. We're trying to make all the runoff from here go down there. I like having a friend with a fire hose. And then all these rocks he dug out of that hole and filled it up with the sand that we sifted out of the gravel. And I've talked about that before. I'm excited. No, I think this is exceptional. That maybe there isn't going to be a puddle here. Got one here, but that's not really that bad. And then it all goes over that way. I want to add on to my redneck pallet woodshed. I had to rebuild all of that, and I've got one more section I want to add, but I need to level this ground out first. Then back here, my friend Terry got me hooked up with a fella, and actually Terry went and filled his truck up with wood that is already cut and ready to burn. And there was a huge tree that got downed in our neighborhood a few weeks ago, and I've kind of taken a lot of the top limbs. It was a huge tree. But then over here, I built up the floor of the carport because of a flood actually built it up, so I figured it was probably a good idea to just raise it up some. And I just recently took this teeny weeny rock that got sifted through the screen when we were sifting my gravel, and have used it to fill in between the cracks. And so these are some purchases that I have made recently, not the Yakima swing out carrier is what this is, but that basket, I thought that it would be better to, if I needed to carry dirty stuff or load wood or whatever, that a basket would be an easier move than a trailer. However, just loading that basket up with some of these logs just looked like it was going to be hard on my suspension. So I thought, well, maybe I do need a trailer after all. So I bought this off a marketplace, and it says on here that it is roadworthy. Federal Motor Vehicle Safety standards in effect of the date of manufacture shown left. Well, the date of manufacture shown left is April of 1987. Then over here in the garden department, I've replaced I've got 3 more to do out of 12. So this is as of early March. I've completed all the rings now and decided to do every other section in mulch. And So now I'm thinking about putting these glow-in-the-dark rocks, and I'm kind of creating a pattern here, and it's hard to find a bunch of really flat rocks, but it will happen. That corner over there, I have a lot left to do, and here's the middle section. I do need to blow the leaves out, don't I? The rings still need more dirt, but I'm not really in a big hurry for this because I think I'm gonna do some traveling this summer, and I really don't know how much time I'll have for gardening. Maybe you noticed earlier in the video that I had a shower here. The stall is something that I take down every winter because it's a problem to shovel snow out in between, and then in the summertime this shower stall is a problem because there's not enough room for all the plants and sun oven and solar panels that I'd like to put out here. So I had my handyman build me another deck off of here, and now I can leave my shower stall up permanently. A future project before summer comes is to build an actual door instead here originally, because that's where the hot and cold spigot was, and it was a quick hop into my bedroom, which is behind that door. But I realized I can just put a hole in the floor over there and run the hoses for a hot and cold over here and up through the floor here. Ta-da!